Hi everyone, welcome to my Meat Plan Part 2 presentation / Draw My Life video. My name is Matt Calvatia. I was born on December 22nd, 1997 with my twin sister Marge. I grew up in a small town in New Jersey called Hillsborough with my mom and dad, Marge, and my little sister Jamie. Ever since I was a little kid, I could never really answer the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? My answer changed a lot from year to year, and they fluctuated from totally opposite ends of the spectrum, from being a doctor to being a filmmaker. Going throughout middle school and high school, it was really confusing, and for a big portion of my life, I really didn't know what I was going to go to college for. Hence, I decided to go undeclared when I was accepted into Northeastern and into the NUN program. I went to Greece, and it was by far one of the best experiences of my life. I made a lot of great friends and traveled to a lot of different places I never thought I would see with my own eyes. Here's a little clip of my time in Greece. While it really helped me in finding myself and maturing and transitioning into a more independent setting, it didn't do much in terms of finding a major. Let's face it, the classes we took there weren't the most challenging of classes. They were relatively easy, and most of the time, my friends and I were focused on having a good time rather than thinking about school. Well, anyway, I got back to Boston and I was still considering a double major in science and film. This led me to take 2 classes of each subject area. 2 classes in the sciences and 2 classes in the arts. At first, the classes were going well, and I actually thought that taking these exploratory classes was just going to make my decision harder. That is, until my 3D fundamentals class started teaching content I really wasn't interested in. By the time I realized that, however, it was already too late to drop the class without getting a W, which means I had to stick it out for the rest of the semester, which kinda sucks. Even right now, I'm doing my best to just pass a class I don't like. On the flip side, I'm also taking a class that I found more fun than I initially anticipated it to be, biological psychology. Another significant event that really helped me on my path to choosing a major was the revelation that I actually could not fit a double major into my schedule because of the sheer amount of classes I would have to take. As a result, I dropped the idea of majoring in film and went all in on science. So, I decided to talk to my advisor as well as some faculty advisors in the science department to try and figure out what I wanted to do. After that, I went to a couple of NU Horizons meetings as well as what's in a major programs, and that all led up to this exact moment. Me not being able to decide between biology and behavioral neuroscience. In the past, I would have thought that not knowing was a bad thing. But if anything, Northeastern has shown me that it's okay not to know what you want to do right now. You know, as long as you have the commitment and the motivation to research what you really want to do, to figure out a major will come naturally, and it'll be one that you wholeheartedly enjoy learning.
Take this Rubik's Cube for example. Out of all the possible 43 quintillion configurations, I've been faced with this one. This is like choosing a major, and at first it looks impossible. With so many different ways you can turn the cube, it's hard to choose where to start. But as life goes on, you realize that you have to start small. You start slow, because it's not overly stressful and it's not even that complicated. Next, you fill in the gaps. This was like middle school or high school for me. As I started to eliminate some career choices, I really started to realize my strengths and the direction of where I wanted to go. Next was college, or now. And with 1 or 2 semesters under my belt, I really started to feel like I knew what I wanted to do. It was the first time in my life that I have. But there's still some part missing, some part that I still haven't solved. And that's okay, because I know if I keep going the way that I'm going, that eventually it will solve itself out.
Basically, I'm just going with the flow. I'm enjoying my time here as a freshman college student, but at the same time, I'm not losing sight of what I have to do in order to prepare for my future. So just to wrap things up, my name is Matt Calpatia, and this is my Draw My Life video. Thanks for watching.